Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Boakale, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll take your data like
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary of 12. My name is Hansen Delta Present. Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I have a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and how to call it.
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Works connecting those systems.
Yeah, we are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
For the 5 minutes of news from the News and Current Affairs Department of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. Today is Monday, September 9, 2024. My name is Johnson Watoma anchoring. In the headlines, to advance agriculture, renewable energy, infrastructure, and healthcare, Chinese President Xi Jinping commits a total of 128.2 million to Liberia in grant alone. Ministry of Justice confirms jailbreak at the Kakata Central Prison in Magibi County of the 7 inmates on the run as Liberian National Police deployed across the county to have the inmates rearrested. Citizens from Grangida County memorialized former President Samuel K. Doe and other Grangidans killed on September 9, 1990, called on the government to set September 9 as National Memorialization Day. And the way from Liberia, Tanzania President condemns the killing of opposition figure reduced in acid, called for immediate investigation. These, including the news bulletin, the voices of the newsmakers' sports are all packaged on today's edition of the program News Desk. We'll take this break to be back.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
on Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
Many thanks for reading us at this point with John Margaret Davis, who will set the pace with the reading of the news bulletin. Good evening.
Good evening, Johnson. Good evening to all. Chinese President Xi Jinping has committed a total of US 128.2 million to Liberia, focusing on critical areas such as infrastructure, renewable energy, agriculture, and healthcare, according to Liberia's Ministry of Information. The announcement came during a high-level bilateral meeting over the weekend between President Xi and President Joseph Boakai in Beijing. President Xi detailed China's plan to contribute to Liberia's infrastructural development, announcing a US 28.2 million grant. The grant is earmarked for various development projects, including the construction of overhead bridges between the ministerial complex and the SKD Boulevard in Monrovia. The project set to commence in the first quarter of 2025 and aims to improve urban mobility and reduce traffic congestion in the capital, according to the Information Ministry. In addition to the grant, President Xi Jinping committed US 100 million in concessional financing for road infrastructure projects, a key area President Boakai emphasized during the meeting. The funding will support the expansion and maintenance of Liberia's road network, which is vital for the country's economic growth and access to remote regions. Meanwhile, in a gesture of goodwill, President Xi announced the cancellation of US 6.5 million in debt default interest on loans owed by Liberia. President Boakai expressed deep gratitude for this relief, highlighting it as a testament to China's enduring partnership with Liberia. The Ministry of Justice has confirmed the news of a jailbreak at the Kakata Central Prison in Margibi County. The ministry said 47 inmates escaped the Kakata Central Prison in the jailbreak late Sunday evening. A press release issued on Monday quotes the Ministry of Justice as saying initial investigations found that inmates were able to escape due to a breach in the prison's security system. The release noted that the Ministry of Justice is working closely with the Liberia National Police and the prison authorities to determine the exact cause of the breach and take appropriate action to prevent such incidents in the future. The Ministry of Justice said it is deeply concerned about this incident and is taking all necessary measures to ensure the recapture of the escaped inmates, adding the Liberia National Police has deployed additional officers to assist in the search and apprehension of the escaped inmates. The Ministry of Justice has meanwhile assured the public that all efforts are being made to ensure the safety and security of the citizens and to bring the escaped inmates to justice. Victims of the September 9, 1990 mass killing of citizens from Grangeda County are calling on the government of Liberia to set September 9 as a national memorialization holiday. It can be recalled on September 9, 1990, former Liberian President Samuel Doe and other Grangedians were tortured and killed at the Freeport of Monrovia by personnel of the Independent Patriotic Front of Liberia, headed by now Senator Prince Johnson. Speaking Monday at a memorial service organized by the Grangedians in Monrovia, the county's District 3 representative Jacob Deby expressed frustration over past and current governments for their failure to recognize September 9 as an important day in the history of the country. He further stressed that Grangedians have now agreed to gather every year in commemorating the fallen sons and daughters of the county. For his part, former Grangeda Superintendent Christopher Bailey expressed disappointment over what he called ECOWAS aiding and abetting the gruesome murder of their kinsmen at the Freeport of Monrovia. According to him, ECOMOG helped in the killing of Grangedians by disarming former President Doe and others and allowing the then INPFL leader Prince Johnson and his group to attack them. He meanwhile called on the government to encourage the Grangedians and Liberians at large to incorporate unity and disease from arts that have the propensity to take the nation to its dark days of war. Nemot Partner for Democratic Development has called on the 55th legislature to implement what he calls institutional reforms to strengthen its various oversight committees. Addressing the media on Monday, Nemot's executive director Eddie Jawolo stressed the need for the establishment of appropriate systems for transparency and accountability at the legislature. Jawolo said the system must also include limiting executive secret sections to only matters with serious implications for national security and defense as required under the law. According to him, the legislature should set up a functional website and ensure voting records of members of that body are made public and available to effectively assess their individual performance. Painesville City Mayor Robert Bestman has threatened legal action against entertainment center owners across the city limit. Mayor Bestman made specific reference to entertainment centers that are erected on major streets across the city, leading to huge traffic congestion during the evening hours. According to him, individuals wanting to construct entertainment centers should do it in line with the city ordinances. The Painesville City Mayor wants residents of Painesville to adhere to the laws governing the city to avoid coming in conflict with the authorities. Speaking Monday on State of the Nation on Truth FM, Mayor Bestman called for collaboration from residents of Painesville for the growth and development of the city. Criminal Court E resident George Serena Galawolo has released 4 pre-trial detainees charged for various crimes, including rape, from the Monrovia Central Prison. The 4 suspects are Emmanuel Reeves, Say Tamba, Jerry Willie, and Philip Tyler. Judge Galawolo on Monday restored the four suspects' freedom based on a motion filed by two public defenders assigned in Monserrado County. But the detainees' charges, according to RCI judicial correspondent, were dropped without prejudice to the state, meaning the state can reopen the case if the need arises as provided by law. Prior to Judge Galawolo's decision, defense lawyers Councillor Jerome Poor and Councillor Evelyn Gonglo, in their application to the court, accused prosecuting lawyers of wrongfully detaining their clients after over 10 succeeding terms of court without trial, in violation of Chapter 18, Section 18.2 of the Criminal Procedure Law of Liberia. The lawyers' request, along with law cited, compelled Judge Galawolo to dismiss the charges against the four suspects. Our judicial correspondent further revealed that the four suspects' charges included statutory rape, sodomy, attempted rape, sexual assault, and rape. The Liberian National Bar Association has underscored the need for thorough investigation and evidence gathering ahead of the establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia. Speaking Monday on the Truth Breakfast show, the National Secretary General of the bar, Councillor Bono Vama, noted that without proper evidence gathering, the government may not be successful in winning any case, even in the face of massive support from the international community. Councillor Vama described the evidence gathering process as strategic in its efforts by government to hold people accountable for crimes allegedly committed during the Liberian Civil War. At the same time, Councillor Vama is recommending that the Ministry of Justice set up a team of prosecutors charged with the responsibility to investigate and gather more evidence regarding the crimes committed in Liberia. The LMBA Secretary General explained that the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's report cannot be used as evidence to prosecute people accused of war crimes in court. Meanwhile, Councillor Bono Vama has assured that the Liberian National Bar Association will not engage in any activities that will undermine its members. He was speaking in reference to the recent withdrawal of the nomination of Councillor Juneto Masakwe as Executive Director of the Office of War and Economic Crimes Court. The National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority has disclosed the holding of a small-scale fisheries training workshop in the country. The workshop, according to a NAFA press release, will be conducted by the Department of Fisheries and Aquaculture Sciences at the University of Liberia in collaboration with Duke University, FAO, and Conservation International. The workshop is titled Development of a Small-Scale Fisheries Training Curriculum for Future Leaders, adopting the Illuminating Hating Harvest global approach for assessment, analysis, and monitoring of small-scale fisheries. According to the release, the fisheries workshop is slated for September 10 to 12 and will take place at a local hotel in Monrovia. The release furthered that the conference is intended to help train faculty and staff of the Fisheries and Aquaculture Science Program at the University of Liberia, NAFA, and NGOs engaged in the Liberian fisheries sector. In fulfillment of his promises, the Office of Commissioner Edward Lahai has embarked on the distribution of school materials to public schools in Congo Town. Commissioner Lahai on Monday identified with several students and at the same time provided some teaching materials to the Gay Town, Peace Island, and Bachu public schools in Congo Town. Items donated include zinc, cement, pinned copybooks, among others. Speaking to reporters after the distribution, Commissioner Edward Lahai described the initiative as a quick impact project that is being undertaken by his office after an assessment tour of these facilities. According to him, his office recently held meetings with school administrators, both private and public, within the township, where they wrote out several challenges hindering their daily operations. He said his office has begun collaborating with these administrators in the township to find quick and timely solutions. In separate remarks, representatives of the various schools appreciated Commissioner Lahai for his far-sightedness. They, however, pledged their commitment to work with him as a direct representative of national government to remedy the problems they are facing as school administrators. And off the home front, Tanzania's President Samia Suluhu Hassan has denounced the brutal killing of a senior member of the main opposition party, Chadema, who was kidnapped, beaten, and dosed with acid. On Friday, Mohammed Ali Kibao, 69, was forced off a bus by suspected security agents while traveling from the country's biggest city, Dar es Salaam, to his hometown, Tanga. His body was found in Uno, the waterfront district of Dar es Salaam. Local media reported the post-mortem found that Kibao had been severely beaten and had acid poured on his face. Party chairman Freeman Mbowe told the AFP news agency. President Samia condemned the brutal acts and called for an immediate investigation into the murder. The United States Embassy in Tanzania voiced their support for an independent, transparent, and prompt investigation into the killing of Mr. Kibao, according to the BBC.
Orange. Orange.
Joining us, the news bulletin is a regular feature here on News Desk. If you're just joining us in one of our top developments to advance infrastructure, renewable energy, agriculture, and healthcare, Chinese President Xi Jinping commits a total of 128.2 million to Liberia in grant and loan. And this broadcast is been sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. Let's bring you our first development on the program. Victims of the September 9, 1990 mass killing of citizens of Grand Gile County are calling on the government of Liberia to set September 9 as a national memorialization holiday. It can be recalled on September 9, 1990, former Liberian President Samuel Doe and other Grenadians were charged as tortured and killed at the Freeport of Monrovia by President of the Independent Patriotic Front of Liberia, headed by non-Senator Prince Johnson, speaking Monday at a memorial service organized by Grand Lane in Monrovia. The District 3 representative Jacob Debut expressed frustrations over past and current government for their failure to recognize September 9 as an important day in the history of the country. We hope to bring you that episode in our subsequent broadcast, but let's bring you more developments here on the program News Desk on Truth 96.1. Painesville City Mayor Robert Bestman has threatened legal action against entertainment center owners across the city limit. Mayor Bestman made specific reference to entertainment centers that are erected on major streets across the city, leading to huge traffic during the evening hours. According to him, individuals wanting to construct entertainment centers should do it in line with the cited ordinances. Sorry, we are facing some technical issue here on the news program, but if you are just joining us, please be informed that this is News Desk for the 5 minutes of news from the News and Current Affairs Department of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. In our top developments to advance infrastructure, renewable energy, agriculture, and healthcare, Chinese President Xi Jinping commits a total of 128.2 million to Liberia in grant and loan. Ministry of Justice confirms jailbreak at the Kakata Central Prison in Magibi County with 47 inmates on the run as Liberian National Police deploys across the county to have the inmates rearrested. Citizens from Grand Gila County memorialized former President Samuel Ketu and other Ghanaians killed on September 9, 1990, called on the government to set September 9 as National Memorialization Day. And away from Liberia, Tanzania president condemns the killing of an opposition figure in a calls for immediate investigation. Let's now bring you the voices behind the newsmaker. Victims of the September 9, 1990 mass killing, citizens of Grangida County are calling on the government of Liberia to set September 9 as a national memorialization holiday. Speaking Monday at the memorial service organized by Green Gillens in Monrovia, the District 3 Representative Jacob David expressed frustration with past and current governments for their failure to recognize September 9 as an important day in the history of the country.
So it's not just a day that we live, it's a day that is sorrowful for this country. Sorrowful in the sense that it is peacekeeping force that should have kept peace, that should have prevented the bloodbath that were used to slaughter, were used to murder a government, a sitting president. It's a sad time for Liberia. And the reason why we are commemorating this day is to ensure that this thing is not repeated in West Africa, that a peacekeeping force will enter the country and connive with certain persons to kill the president, to kill a sitting president. I think, and we think that it should not happen anymore. So that's why we are trying to make sure that this day is commemorated in this fashion. We had of time this morning to reach at the Freeport. We were at the gate, for the gate. We were able to walk from the Freeport all the way to Broad Street. And now we are here to have a service in their honor. It's two and 73 other persons that were killed on that fateful day. So this is a sad time for Liberia, and nobody is talking about it. That what makes it so appalling that no one is speaking about it. It was a serious massacre because genocide that took place. Disarmed the legitimate armed forces of Liberia, disarmed them and called in a rebel group to kill them. It's so that happened, and nobody's anything about it. So we want to voice it out so that there can be justice for those that died and those that died not only at the Freeport, but the 200,000 plus persons that died. We want justice for them. Now that we have more than economic transport being established, we want this to go as a way for justice to be done for those persons.
He is Grangida County District 3 Representative Jacob David there speaking for his part. Former Grangida County Superintendent Christopher Bailey expressed disappointment over what he called ECOWAS aiding and abetting the gruesome murder of their kinsmen at the Freeport of Monrovia. According to him, ECOMO helped in the killing of Grangilans by disalarming former President Sam Kayando and others in the Lion Den. IMPFL leader Prince Johnson and his group to attack them.
One president like this, it's something that whenever I speak to, I shed tears. But time has passed now, it's for 30 plus years. But there's one thing that we, Nigerians, though we are forgiving those who have perpetrated atrocities against us, but we will not forget. You can forgive, but don't forget. That's what makes history. History is the reflection of the past. So if everybody will forget, there will be no history. So we forgive or don't forget. And over all of these years, or just today, that Nigerians, especially the family of the victims, decided to meet at the Freeport. The massacre, it was a massacre. There were armed civilians and military, and the president of the Republic of Liberia before the eyes of ECOWAS. This is the failing of ECOWAS. For the first time, ECOWAS was formed in the form of force called ECOWAS, which was a very brilliant idea that was a product of the entire world. But the blunder that they made was to allow a sitting president visiting where they declared as a safety zone. But that was the peacekeeper war. That was for the peacekeepers. It was a safety zone. ECOWAS need to apologize to the crown people and to Liberia for what they did to do. Did they kill the president? They killed the president. They killed our people. But like I said again, we have put the past behind us. Crown people. We have forgiven. We just can't forget. But that's history. And that history will be passed down to our children, our children's children. Not to hate, but to love. Not to make the same mistake that was made. And we hope that message will also be passed down to the children of Lima County. But we share the same border. Many of our
He is former Grand Juda County Superintendent Christopher Bede there speaking, and earlier on heard the voice of Grand Juda County District 3 Representative Jacob Depew. They spoke at the memorial service of former President Sam Kaindo and other Grand Judans who were killed on September 9, 1990. Painesville City Mayor Robert Bestman had threatened legal action against entertainment center owners across the city limit. Mayor Bestman made specific reference to entertainment centers that are erected on major streets across the city, leading to huge traffic during the evening hours. According to him, individuals wanting to construct entertainment centers should do it in line with the city ordinances. He is the mayor of the city of Painesville. He's Mayor Robert Bestman there speaking when he appeared on the State of the Nation, our sister program here on Truth 96.1. At this show, we now join Naomi Tapia to bring us the passion of life sports. Good evening, Naomi.
Good evening, Johnson. Good evening, everyone. Lone Star coach Mario Marolinka has promised giving his best to make Liberia proud, irrespective of the challenges faced by the players ahead of the match against Algeria. Speaking during press briefing Monday, Coach Marolinka disclosed that having 7 of his players who played in Europe coming to Liberia and not having ample time to practice on the artificial pitch is not easy, but a Lone Star will try to get a result that will make Liberia proud. He asserted during the press conference that Algeria is a team that can't be faced with confidence by anything because Algeria is a great team in Africa. Correlated that you have to rule out confidence when playing against them and put in your best to get a result you anticipate.
So, having said that, let's talk about the match tomorrow. I think it's a very best team. It's one of the best teams in Africa. It could beat any team at any time, even if they're on the moon. So, as for us, congrats coming here. Not much time to practice on that. People think it's easy, but having said that, we try tomorrow to get maximum can get out of that match, and we want to make the Liberian proud. However, we want to make a united team, and we try to do as much as possible to stay them to get maximum can get in the match. You have to look at it. I keep saying expectation sometimes are also disappointment. So let's not have any expectation. What actually the expectation was that we will work hard. I like every to play the team and to get the maximum possible on any given time. If you look, yes, it was fantastic. So in Togo now, probably, I'm not sure the match has finished, but the 78 minutes are still 1-1 away for the team. So Togo is a very, very tough team. We managed to salvage the draw last minute, so work hard and to make regardless, who they're going to put, they still have a strong team, and they're ready to beat any team at any time, even if they're on the move. Depends. We'd have to see every player, how they play, how they do, but the only thing you don't expect is hard work and commitment. No one is confident against Algeria. Algeria has beaten any team many times, except in Africa. They have no, them and Morocco, they have beaten any team many times. So, obviously, you can't be confident, you're lying to people if you feel like you're confident. But I'm confident to play 100% tomorrow. That has to be confident. And whatever's going to happen, let's see.
Lone Star head coach Mario Marinenka in conversation with journalists ahead of this Tuesday encounter against Algeria. Plus, President's Association of Liberia Chairman Chris Jipewia has announced his resignation as chairman of the association. He has said in a statement on his official Facebook page that he rendered the decision in light of his decision to contest the Liberia Football Association 2026 election. He disclosed in the release that a decision comes from a place of deep reflection and respect for the association and their collective goals. The outgoing SIPA chairman continued that in the interest of best practice and to safeguard the integrity of their esteemed organization, the election of new leadership to the affairs of the organization is prudent, as he urged all stakeholders to attend the October 13, 2024 meeting in Monrovia. Meanwhile, the collaborating stakeholders selected Kasako as head of the coalition to contest the presidency of the Liberia Football Association 2026. Speaking after being selected by stakeholders, Kasako said he and Chris Weah will serve diligently in the interest of the Liberian people as president and vice president. Blackton defeated Sussex 5-0 home runs at the Agadi Sports Complex on Sunday in League One of the Liberia Kickball Federation leagues as the chase for the championship kicks off. Banasco Superstars or BSS bowed to Brazilian girls 5-7 home runs at the same venue, while Liberia's oldest kickball club Aries was overpowered by girls of Zion 5-0 home runs in Game 3. Camara Kickball Club was demolished by Royal Sisters 15-0 home runs in Game 4, while Axe Sisters defeated Destiny 6-4 home runs in Sunday's last encounter to climax out of kickball activities for the weekend. Interim boss Lee Castley said only the best would do for England as he responded to question of whether beating the Republic of Ireland might have strengthened his case for a permanent job. Ahead of his second game in charge, the 50-year-old stayed on safe ground on Monday by backing the Football Association to get a permanent right. Castley oversaw a comfortable 2-0 Nations League win at Aviva Stadium on Saturday in his debut game as head coach. The next test comes at Wembley on Tuesday as England face Finland, with Captain Harry Kane set to win his 100th cap. There was lots of reason for optimism about England's football against the Republic of Ireland, particularly in the first half, but Castley's focus is on short-term objectives rather than long-term planning. That's all from our specialists.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
of live sports is a regular feature here on News Desk. In both developments, the Ministry of Justice affirmed the news of a jailbreak at the Kakata Center Prison in Magibe County. The ministry said 47 inmates escaped the Kakata Center Prison in the jailbreak late Sunday evening. A press release issued on Monday quotes the Ministry of Justice as saying its initial investigation found that the inmates were able to escape due to a jailbreak outage in the prison's security system. But our Upper Magibe County correspondent, James Majibra, has more on this account. James Majibra is RCR's Upper Magibe County correspondent there with that development. NEBO partner for Democratic Development has called on the 55th legislature to implement what it calls institutional reforms to strengthen its various oversight committees. Addressing the media on Monday, NAMO's Executive Director Eddie Jawolo stressed the need for the establishment of appropriate systems for transparency and accountability. The Liberian National Bar Association has underscored the need for thorough investigation and evidence gathering ahead of the establishment of war and economic crime courts in Liberia. Speaking Monday on the True Breakfast Show, the Secretary General of the bar, Councillor Bondo, noted that without proper evidence gathering, the government may not be successful in winning any case, even in the face of massive support from the international community.
We are not concerned about it. We must begin to look at evidence gathered, which is also strategic. The national community can come in all the 1 year to establish this code that is much talked about, and then we don't do one successful prosecution. So maybe our Minister of Justice must begin to set up a small team of prosecutors, investigators, to begin to look at evidence gathering processes. Because the TRC report in itself cannot be used as the evidence that we, so to speak, that we need to prosecute people. So as we do the infrastructure, as we get the executive director appointed by the president very soon, as we get the international support, we must be concerned about the little things that matter. Evidence gathering is very critical to any prosecution that we envisage, and we think that is critical. So as a bar, we will work with the system, the government, to complement the efforts of President Boakai and the government in bringing closure and accountability to this issue. The problem that we have, when this whole process started with some commotion, some confusion, we must thank the president in this public manner for resetting the entire issue. The bar is now serving on a committee, a vetting committee with the Ministry of Justice and Civil Society. I just to vet and send 3 names to the presidency who will do the ultimate appointment of the new executive director. You heard another issue, accusation that I was involved in the removal of one of his members. I want to dismiss that. The president has spoken with this subject matter very openly, that he only granted an interview when he was asked whether or not the bar was involved. The bar was consulted by the office of the president. He said no, the bar was not consulted. We tried to mention the name of our Kudi. We respect our Kudi Concert General Team Masabat. We know that he's a prominent member of the bar, and there is no way this bar, consistent with this constitution, can engage in actions to undermine any of its members in whatever shape, form, or manner.
He is Councillor Bondo Bamba. He is the National Secretary General of the Liberian National Bar Association. They're speaking on the Truth Breakfast Show on Monday. In fulfillment of his promises, the Office of Commissioner Ella Lahar has embarked on the distribution of school materials to public schools in Congo Town. Commissioner Lahar on Monday identified with several students and at the same time provided some teaching materials to the Gaytown, Peace Island, and Bashu Public School all in Congo Town. Speaking to reporters after the distribution process, Commissioner Edward Lahar described the initiative as a quick impact project that has been undertaken by his leadership after an assessment tour at these facilities.
One of the pillar of this government agenda is education. We as local officials, we must make sure that we do everything humanly possible to impact the sector. So based on that, I invited the public school administrators to the issue and also visiting the private school administrators. But I decided to do a visitation to the public school first. Based on that visitation, some of the problems we saw, we needed to make some small intervention as the township office. So based on that, we were able to galvanize some resources, get some materials so that we can make some immediate intervention. We can't have students in the classroom to play this speaking. We can't have a building that is not, conducive for students to have a proper learning situation. So based on that, we saw the bathroom. The bathroom is completely damaged. We need to be repaired before school open. So we are making these small interventions as a government to make sure that there is a conducive environment for school going kids within the township of Congo Town. For your assessment, how many public schools do you have in the township? We got 5 public schools, 4 of them are elementary and 1 senior high. The total materials we bought are close to around 800 out of that. I've not done the final tabulation of the amount because we were buying up to this money, but it's around 800. So the school administrators go out some of their challenges. Some of the schools complain that right around the school campus they have ghettos. I think that was something that the leader immediately. Some of them complain on the issue of instructional materials. Some of them also complain that their buildings were not in good condition. And based on those challenges that were put before us, as a township office, even though we are also challenged, but we cannot allow our students to continue to sit in this environment. So we decided to make some small interventions. Based on that, we decided to tackle the issue of leakages on this building that we have right now. We have decided to tackle the issue of leakages. We are making sure that the bathroom is in good condition. We are also making sure that there are some materials related to the principal of the challenge for instructional materials. We cannot run the school if we don't have instructional materials. So we are making sure that some of these materials are made available to them to start the process. And over time, we'll continue to engage with the school and the relevant authorities to make sure that our schools are up to speed.
He is the commissioner of Congo Town, Edward Lahar, there speaking to reporters after the distribution process. In separate remarks, representatives of the various schools appreciated Commissioner Edward Lahar for his farsightedness. There are some school administrators in the township of Congo Town. They are lauding the office of Commissioner Edward Lahar for identifying with them and earlier on heard the voice of Commissioner Edward Lahar there making the presentation and speaking to journalists taking us home on today's edition of the program News Desk. But as we take leave of you, a recap of our major developments to advance infrastructure, renewable energy, agriculture, and healthcare. Chinese President Xi Jinping commits a total of 128.2 million to Liberia in grant and loan. Ministry of Justice confirms jailbreak at the Kakata Central Prison in Magabi County, with 47 inmates on the run as Liberian National Police deploys across the county to have inmates rearrested. Citizens from Granjida County memorialized former President Samuel Kaidu and other Granjidans killed on September 9, 1990, calling the government to set September 9 as National Memorialization Day. Liberia, Tanzania President condemns the killing of opposition figure, induced in Isaac calls for immediate investigation. I'd like to say many thanks to our writers, contributors, correspondents for making today's edition of the program a success. Thanks to Maka Davis who read for us the news bulletin. Naomi Tapia fattened in the Passion of Last Sports. Kobo Sanga Sarah control and produce our sounds, while Maya Tobian will be on the camera room. Thanks to Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited for their sponsorship. My name is Johnson Bantoma. I presented. Good night.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll keep your better Liberia.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
News Summary of 12. My name is Hansen Delta Present.
Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life that what you see. I have a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life that what I live. You know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads in this country.
Yeah, we are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Ria TV and listening to True FM 96.1.
Starting today, why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.